Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermore. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, whom you can see very soon at indiecd.com 3. Yes, friends, several of your most fabulous, greatest of the great people will be coming together to grant you access to books you haven't read, authors that you could actually talk to, on-site art, free gaming opportunities, and much more. You're going to be there. You have no choice. Sadly, the Alfred Hitchcock music, while not the source music isn't copyrighted, his adjustment of it is, and I am not straying that far into the darkness. How are you? I know you guys were going to ask about my books. I know you're going to want to know that we are brought to you, of course, today by The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear, because they are indeed all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help who? Help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. The Big Stumpy Robots line of books and games and novels which you should read. Because blowing things up in a dystopian corporate future is a crazy sci-fi idea. And, of course, for those of you who may have missed it, Hates and Hellfire, a dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. But not today. No, my friends, we are the forces of darkness that your mother warned us about. Today, on this bonus Halloween, where the veil is thin because I freaking say so. And I know that a bunch of people are trying to escape justice by going to the one place you cannot find them: space! I say to you, today is one of those beautiful days to let thine freak flag fly. My duckies, my creatives, my loves. Today is one of those days where the rails need not be in place, where the safety margins can be a little dispensed, and, my loves, there's not a door standing because they've all been unhinged. Yeah! Now, I come to you this fabulous Friday, this greatest among the days of the week, where, though we labor for our bosses, it is the spirit of malicious compliance that drives us forward. And we can revel just a bit, just a taste in our own darker impulses. Yes, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and there will be love and romance and gifts given and trinkets passed along. And lovers will be cuddling up together on park benches lit by the beautiful moon. Just don't start too early. And campers, be good and stay in your cabins after dark, or else who knows what will find you. I mean, I know. I know. And one other knows. And that question, of course, being is, who knows what evil lurks in the hearts and minds of men? I ask you. And I answer, the shadow. Now, as this is a holiday, I am tolerant of my accountability from last night, which was running a game for my merry gamers, who merrily, off the rails, left, right, center. But they had fun, and we have fun. What are my plans? What are my plans? And how criminal are they? Sliding scale on that criminality bit. But I am plotting against some very special things, getting some very special things done. I have, you see, a convention to prepare for, which means I need to get some surprises. I need to get new art. I need to get prints made. I need to finish writing. I am eyeball deep in alligators and sinking fast, but that is okay. As I descend into the Stygian black of the abyss, I do so with a smile on my face, knowing full and well I shall return. When the stars are right and the moons align, your boy shall reascend. And as I do, a brand of justice, vengeance, and insanity shall reascend with me to be visited upon the earth in mirth and merriment. Because it's going to be a little bit Santa Claus and a little bit of Krampus. So a little bit of Krampus Claus. Let me get a heck yeah. Now, my brothers and sisters, with all this going on, with the spring showing, and yes, I know it's false spring. I know this is Indiana. This means that we are going to get absolutely murderized in March. I am no fool. But I am old enough and wise enough and mad enough to realize, my friends, that we must enjoy these little things. We must take a little time out as we gather as creatives to recharge our metaphysical, metaphorical mojo batteries, to rebuild the alternators that convert our atmospheric effects into raw, unlimited creative power, and we channel it like mad mages on the battlefields of old, speaking the unspeakable names to lay waste to the most unworthy of foes, or make a good buck on Amazon. Whatever happens first. But for now, what awaits us all, will be a visit to that paragon of the paranormal, that sultan of the supernatural, that hero of horror, and the master of the macabre, Vincent Price. I'm not sure which Vincent Price movies I'm going to watch. I'm not sure how many. But I, at some point before dawn, am going to enjoy myself some Vincent Mother Price. There is a house on Haunted Hill, and hearses are driving towards it. Will you join them? And more importantly, will you join us at IndieCity.com? Because third time is the charm. And there are tables open for vendors. Reach out to me or my lovely wife, Amanda Tockert, and we will get you booked, set up, and you will have a chance for the best little quiet forum. It is open to the public from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Note that phrasing. After 8, consider it Adult Swim. The authors will get to sit around and actually conventionize. Yes. We will speak to each other with our dollars and products. We will exchange ideas and have a merry, merry time. I am working on getting a few new people. We shall see. And old friends, including Grimm, should be there. But till that time occurs, and we're so close, I have a bunch of art projects that need to be done, so expect random streams at odd hours. Don't worry if I'm doing an unscheduled stream. I will only put it through my channels so as not to risk interfering with anyone else's business. I'm kind like that, courteous, a genteel soul, a warrior born, but bearing a priestly, not power. Shoot. Oh well. Let's just get back to the parts where the bad guys make satisfying thumps when they hit the ground. And as I cannot run an NDCD ad because I do not have the new NDCD commercial, I will run, as I have been, someone who will be there. Hell or high water, if I have to go to a construction site and black bagger myself. Hello, my duckies. I had to go acquire a beverage. Remember, power corrupts. Study hard, be evil. And people I know who have both studied hard and, in their time, been evil, are likely in the chat. Now, my friends, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Uncle Carl. Hello, Aunt Donna. How are you? Are you reveling in the glory that is Friday the 13th? I know I am. It's one of my happiest days of the year. Hey, Donna, are we the only ones awake today? Looks like so far. I have a puzzle for everyone. Name the driest substance in the world. Every woman who's ever seen an Andrew Tate video. Anyway, I can't answer that. Not the green room. Oh my, LOL. British humor. Glory! Only the British, the beautiful, mad British, would make a huge empire out of acquiring all the spices in the world and then not use them. Hey, Joe. Close. Hey, close. Monty Python humor. Another good guess, but no. Now, I can't wait to find out what the green room answer is. Goes out into the virtual hall to bang pots together. Everyone out of bed! And into the chat! Rise and shine! Oi! Bring out your dogs! They are all sleeping to have energy for the green room or the hysterical fencing guild tonight, I suspect. You suspect, but will you wreck? We'll only find out then and there. To me, the driest substance in the world is Cracker Barrel cornbread, even slathered with butter melted in the microwave. Wow. Small crumbs are still attached to the back of my throat. Hawk, hawk. Brother, you, brother, ooh. Okay. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Yes, because you will not find this quality of, shall we say, entertainment anywhere else. You know it's good when I get a good red flush going. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. How you doing? Yeah, see. I thought it was supposed to be the biscuits at Popeyes that were the driest things in the world. Quite possibly. And Botrix has joined the channel. Hello, Botrix! My friend, I am a simple man, Botrix. I have simple tastes. I ask relatively little of the universe. When you and yours decide to reign supreme above us all, please look upon the little man with mercy and kindness. And look at the statistical causes of most our problems. And I think you'll find the answer is pretty clear. And all conveniently labeled into one big file. And they're pretty close, even with gravy. Gravy. Do I want biscuits and gravy? Nope, because I have, like, on the second, 2 day after cooking old chicken and dumplings in the fridge. And I'm going to destroy that like Winnie the Pooh with a honey pot. Oh, yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong. I can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be a great time. Good morning again, Nick. Good morning again, Mr. Buckman. Yeah, we were chatting on the show before the show started. Oh, yes. Yes. It was fun. It was fabulous. I submit for the Council of Academic Elders that have gathered here in wit and wisdom that it is criminal, I say, that Joe Bachman does not own a pinstripe suit, and Trelena, to the best of my knowledge, does not own a long, slinky black dress so that they can go forth and Gomez and Morticia Adams to inspire the baby bats and little gothlings out there. Something must be done. I would pass the hat to get money to buy the two of them set outfits and just loose them upon the world. Instead, they are mucking about, sometimes literally, in fluorescent construction wear. And all I can say onto that is, at least it is not pastels. Speaking of fashion, you guys do not understand. The glory of the fashions that manifest at my game, especially one churro. This young lady, when she is of proper age and economic standing, must get herself a YouTube channel talking about doing expressive fashions. She just simply must. She is fabulous. And she managed to channel Jackie O. She managed to channel Jackie O. I'm like, honey, you need little white gloves. Her response, this young lady who comes to game, Churro's response was looking at me, well, I prefer opera length. She wasn't settling for Jackie O. She wanted to go full Audrey Hepburn breakfast at Tiffany's. There is hope for this world. Morning. Holy crap, that was scary. Ah, whatever do you mean? Maybe it's better you have it, Red Hates at Hellfire. I'm starting to understand Donna's perspective on that one. Since our beloved Dawn isn't here to say it, chapter 20. And I will say by the time I'm done, chapter 20 will be... Hates and Hellfire 1 will look like playground games at a preschool. I am going to cap the bottle of nightmarish horror which I carry inside my black and festering heart, that which has absorbed the evils of this world to bring it forth in glory. Morning, Mags! How you doing? I believe, in my black little heart aforementioned, as I mentioned, you require a black slinky dress and heels so that you can tower properly over Joe, just a little bit, and get him a nice pinstriped kind of borderline zoot suit, borderline, and then go to some event somewhere in full Gomez and Morticia. I refuse to explain it to anyone. Just let them think what they will. It'd be magnificent. And Foxy, I want to let you know. Hi, how you doing? You staying snugly? Waiting for the rains down in Utah? Unfortunately, there are vampires in Utah. You wouldn't think there would be, but there are. Southern Utah, mostly, as I recall. But they're not in Africa, because I bless the rains down in Africa. Hey, Foxy, what a time to come in, huh? Yes. Trey, hey, Foxy, Trey. Boo! Ah! Hello, Churro. How are you? I hope you are having a good time and that you and Grim wreak absolute havoc today. Tell me everything, spill all the tea. The tea is needed. The tea is sought. Tea with me. Tea with me, and you'll see a world of OSHA violations. Hey, Drew. Dawn posted today that she had surrounded herself with the best people in the world. I reminded her that she has us too. Well, yes. 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 Churro! Greetings. And Friday the 13th, usually my lucky day. Thursday the 12th usually sucks, but Donna made it much better. Oh my. You know what? Yeah, that one earns it. Yeah, is not the green room. Where are we? We're getting ready for Thesis's doctor appointment, so we'll leave early. Well, I will miss you, but I wish Thesis all the joy and luck in his doctor's appointment. May they find nothing terribly interesting. We hope all goes well for Thesis, absolutely. Just a consult today, which shouldn't be too bad. Other than being at 9 our time. Oh, that's just disgusting. I will amend that comment. Because if they need blood work that you have to fast for, early doctor's appointments make sense. That is the only reason and the only time. Angelina joins us. Hello, our Georgia Angel. Good morning, everyone. I'm out of sorts this morning because I woke up at 7 a.m., which is very late for me. I am sorry, my dear. I actually got the stuff called sleep, and I have coffee waiting for me. Yes, folks, this is me with sleep and without any caffeine yet. Hey, Angelina, greetings, Angelina. Making cream cheese noodles for my early lunch. Get it. You get yours, girl. Cream cheese noodles. I had mac and cheese noodles after I was done with you guys. Looks good, Churro. I need to get up and get dressed. I suppose if you have to. I guess. Inigo says no. LOL. He's sitting on me. Oof. He's getting up. I can move. be free. Speaking of freedom, try to understand. Try to understand. She's got magic hands. The one and only rock and roll art goddess. Good morning and happy Friday, yay, and Valentine's Eve. How are you doing? Ha, ha, ha. I have been kicking butt and taking names, my dear. How are you? Do you have some heart-racing Valentine's Day plans coming up with your sweetie? Do tell. We want all the details. And all y'all, Monday, I expect the tea to be spilled. There shall be no mercy. Cat! Speaking of study, I have an IT essay I have to crank out before I put my baby brother down for a nap today. Wish me luck, LOL. May the force be with you, my dear. Hey, Cat. Good luck, Joe. I'm stuck at school with e-learning. Make it make sense, especially where I teach. I will say, as a comfort, I found out some Mad Lad made isometric dry erase graph paper board thing like this big. I'm going to have such good dungeons in the near future. It's going to be glorious. You should get yourself one. Anyway, I love that place where mechanical drafting and art slam violently into each other. LOL, best response. Indeed. I'm making it work for me. Evil laugh. Evil laugh. You want an evil laugh today? Evil laughs can happen when required. Sometimes I live in fear of the compilations that people could make from my assorted live streams of absolute unhinged insanity. And then I realize, hey, I am what the rapper says. And if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Anyway, Carl, Donna, Churro, Foxy, ITSA should be fun and easy to crank out. What topic of IT is it on? Using AI in government work? Oh, wait, that was your homework. Good morning, everyone. Happy early Friday. Or early Valentine's Day and Friday the 13th to all. Hello. Hello, Chris Walker. And before we get into the next arc of greetings and skeetings, let's get a musical interlude.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Wow, wow, wow. Alrighty then. It's a beautiful day in the morning. And we have hi Kat and hi Chris. And it's on careers available in the IT field. It should be pretty easy. I'm just lazy. See, Churro's one of those people who's really just meant to be wealthy. God. Anyway, IT is a pretty wide field. Lots of careers available in IT, even with AI becoming a thing. It will be a fun one. Good morning, Dawn Dulas. Yeah, Dawn is the mistress mind between, behind, and in general around her lovely cats, Buddy and Georgette. Pausing for the squee, 'cause it makes her happy. Pausing for the squee. Happy, Dawn? Alrighty, now. Let's see. And there's Dawn. Good morning. And zappy time for Ted. Then on to hydration time for him. Oh my. As a wise woman once said to me, any is plenty, but wetter is better. Stay hydrated, friends. Hey, Dawn. I Churro's Victorian closet. Oh, yes. Historical hysteria. The dress had short sleeves and had been with unfluffing long. Oh, no, you are totally and wholly accurate. That's what delights me, my dear. Dawn. It is your love for chapter 20 that will revisit that. Probably not this book. Probably, possibly, but probably in the third. But maybe. Chapter 20, something I wish to excel beyond, and I intend to. One must put the horror in body horror. Fans Nick self after Nick sings like Gene Wilder. Well, my dear, you only bring out the absolute best in me. Now, Carl, everyone here is one of those people. I didn't say you were all upstanding. No, I am upsitting. If I were upstanding, you'd be staring at my belly, which, unless you are very into dad bods, would be problematic. Lamau. I may celebrate Friday the 13th by watching the original this evening. Need suggestions for good food pairings with that movie. Either cook at home. Okay, first off, if you're doing a horror night, you need staples. You need like something like either pizza or order in Chinese food that is greasy and absolutely terrible for you. Okay? It's one of those times where you don't think about eating healthy. You think about what your rabid college age self would want with this movie, and you roll with it. I guess that I'm not into scary stuff and horror movies because I've worked with actual people who could have starred in those. I understand and legitimate that. My empathy makes. I do not. I can't stomach torture porn, but I also cannot stomach secondhand embarrassment. So actually, like certain rom-coms are more physically revolting to me than many horror movies. That's one for you to unpack. It's not entertainment for me. It was reality. No, I fully understand. Hey, Chris. And everyone's saying chair. Thanks for the ad, Nick. Sometime we will get Dawn back in the studio for another episode. Of course. My babies. Listen to this dripping, messy barbecue sauce covering something. Seems like a great idea for the movie selection, Angelina. My God, man! That was positively pornographic. Dear Lord. Drippy, messy barbecue sauce. I say, I have the vapors. Hold on. I could be even more anachronistic here, but not even lying. That feels good. I forgot to turn my ceiling fan back on. Okay. I shall not luxuriate on camera. That's something that might happen on a Patreon tier. Anyway, Dawn, Chris, Cat, rock and roll art goddess, adore her for her awesomeness that she is and she represents. Bing! Thanks, Chris. Great suggestion, Chris. If I don't comment back, I may be chatting with anyone who hops to my Google Meet that I'm currently alone in, and usually am. Make it make sense! I can't! What you need, my dear cat, is for a benevolent patron to shower you with vast quantities of wealth so that you can teach people you want to teach, make art you want to art, or just luxuriate like a Renaissance painting set in the fever dream of remembered 80s. I teach in a special needs school. Worked in the field around special needs a bit. You know that. There is no sense. I have found in the field of special needs that many times the students have far more basic sense than the administration. And I can say that. I don't watch horror movies that are really scary. That's scary. My favorites are horror comedy. Yes, and bad 80s slasher. They're so bad that they don't scare me at all. I don't do torture porn. Exactly. Yes. No, I don't roll that way. I guess I better start playing Powerball, Lotto, Powerball. Yes, you do. You deserve it. Fate deserves to be far more than those billionaire ponces, many of which are all on a list that shall not be mentioned. No, you deserve that money. Thank you, Nick, for all your support. I miss working with you. I miss working with you too. Anyway, I'm not going to say I hate to see you go, but love to watch you leave, because that'll get me in trouble. And Trey might be jealous, because that's usually my line for her. But that's okay. I'm an equal opportunity pain in the derriere. I also can't watch most of Jordan Peele's films, which aren't gory, but yes, too intense. Tried to watch Us. Nope. No. I like things that would show up on the movie Macabre. I like my favorites are things that have monsters with a zipper, strings holding up the UFOs, lines so comically bad only a madman could have written them, or the absolute brilliance of things involving any of the real greats. Vincent Price, Boris Karloff, Peter Lorre, Basil Rathbone. Yes. So now it's time to watch The Raven and Comedy of Terrors back again. Shirts are mostly ready to go. Design approved. Blurb sent to Stacy on her the website. Once it goes live, I will share it. Shirts can be shipped directly from her. Well, that's wonderful. When used to be my neighbor and check out my books. Oh my gosh, you have the best books. Nice, Dawn. Just nope. But I was at work and I was a perfect gentleman. Moi, ha, Foxy said.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
44 years old, and I still have problems drinking, but not drinking problems. So I'm moving up in the world. Let's see what else we have. Yeah. What? Hold on. Yep. Yes, definitely love creature features and kaiju. Am I spelling that right? Yes, you are, my dear, dear woman. Thank you again for the lettering. It looks way awesome. It was a neat challenge. And at some point, I'm going to do a font very similar to that I could then put out for people to use and use in some of my works. Sadly, not right now. If I got to watch anything with Jordan Peele, it's got to have Mr. Key in it, especially when the substitute teacher is involved. Always be good. Always good to behave at work and avoid any HR issues. And yes, you spelled that correctly. I'm pretty sure I'm an HR nightmare for Joey and Rich. Not just them, dearie. Now, we are at one of those points in time and space where I am forced to ask you, what is your accountability, my friends? And what are you plotting for and against? What needs to happen to make your world a better place? And remind you also that there are obligatory vending spaces left for IndieCD.com 3, where you can meet people like me. Well, not people like me. There aren't many people like me, but you know what I mean. Or do you? Or do you want to? Oh, you're curious? Good girl. Sit down. Good boy for you too. And good whatever you go by. Just come on in. The water's fine. Now, I work with far worse HR nightmares. Yes. And you find OSHA violations. We travel in amazing circles. Now, everybody is so quiet and so sedate today. Aha, here we are. One of my coworkers is the poster child of what not to do or say unless you want the majority of rules to be because of you. Ah, yes, the living avatar of safety briefings. Accountability, finished editing, got paid. Now to work on the audio version of DB Cooper, making it into an audio drama. Let's go. That's what I want to hear. That's what we need to see. More splendiferousness. And what's this? What's this? He has got to get going. Much to do. Have a great weekend ahead and be safe on this dubious dated day. Oh, it's always a good day for me on Friday the 13th. But you will be missed. And you are missed. And Dawn is engaging listening mode, moving from radiation to chemo side. As long as you're still moving side to side, we are fine. We love you, dear. You do whatever you need to do. And we love Ted, and he needs to get better so that we can plot micro scale Lego shenanigans. Yes. Yes. Feel it. Bye, Chris. And I keep plugging away at these photo captions for work. No. That's right. Joe is professionally memeing. You should do a version of them all in demotivational posters. I'm going to get in trouble. And I'm okay with that. Today is going to be the day that I get it all back from you. Sometimes I don't know the lines, but I hum along and make it do. Now, my plots do involve that new series of bookmarks. I am dabbling with a very, very specific size picture because I have an idea forming, percolating in the background. Something I've been needing to do for a long, long time. And I may just do the redo and get that bad boy out. We shall see. Of course, this is all post Indie CDCon because, to be honest, I always forget. I think it's in March. It's the first weekend of March. I slam into it like a sledgehammer every year. But we are progressing, not regressing. We are making it, shaping it, and redoing the world in our most design image. So let's keep it going. I got some of the best comedic material from work-inspired shenanigans. Absolutely, indeed, my good sir. Ooh, Carl. You gave me a thought. And I'm fighting my hair right now because my hair is not cooperating. But you gave me a thought. You mentioned that you dislike most horror movies because for you, it's work, it's stuff. You met those people. I've worked with some of those people in my time too. The children version of them for a brief period of my life, where I found, thank you, that is my line. I am not comfortable with that. Dr. Loomis, but yes, you could do with doing a video essay, if you will, on the subject of the depiction of mental illness in media. And I know this is very, very scholarly sounding because it's a very, very scholarly approach. But that's the kind of thing that just makes my nose twitch. And I think if done properly, you certainly could get the interest of our man, Brian Rodman. Fascinating man, Rodman Rabbit. Love him dearly. Some of them weren't supposed to be funny, but they were. Oh, absolutely. The hilarity of a great many moments, especially after the terror is done. Absolutely. Were I not bound by HIPAA, I have stories. Oh, we will talk about madness in the media on my psych show eventually. Exquisite. Because I have heard so many people confuse psychopathy with sociopathy so often that it hurts my head. So I want to hear your educational take on it. It is delightful to see, and I love seeing the comments. And where does someone find that? Well, you find that at www.youtube.com/@carlwitzman/streams. This week, learning! Woohoo! I am several behind because I can only watch them basically alone in a very narrow window of time. So I watch them when I can. Just because too much of the content is stuff that Xander's not ready to have me explain to him. However, what I can explain to you guys is this.
From the moment Security Chief Michael Fassino heard her lilting voice, he was smitten with the Irish lady in distress. But what's invaded his home station at Calidar? And what's that Irish voice doing in his head?
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the Indie CD page at indiecd.org.
Cindy Koepp isn't here right now. I may run her ad in a moment, but something went through my mind that required referencing our dear Cindy Koepp. What is the head of the Foot Clan of Ninjas' favorite breakfast cereal. Shredded wheat. I should be ashamed of that joke. Anyway, just be careful if you cross the streams. That's my pleasure. Thank you for playing my ad. That would be a good one for Joe's brochure. Indeed, there's going to be an author expo. I want to say at Twin Oaks Park. I'm not sure where else he would have it. I got to find out where he's having it. That Joe is running. And I'd love to advertise that for him, but I need the details. And that's okay, because we're always about having the details around here. If there is tea, let it be spilled. Let's all get a sip. Now, I do think it's getting close enough to the end. If it was luck of the Irish, that was the one I picked. Bravo, good sir. It is, and it's actually the most recent book I've sat down and read, cover to cover. I read that most rapidly. And I wish she had written more, but I know why she was limited and why she could write more. And it is a textbook in why changing a few names ever so slightly can do so much to take a fan fiction and make it its own IP. And March 21st at Rosser Hall, 1421 37th Ave in Hobart, Indiana, 46342. Delightful. Don't quite. Well, I quoted you on it. I am sorry. I did the best I could. If it is wrong, I'll do a redaction in the next video. And cat lunchtime, see some of you later tonight. I'm sure a bunch of us will be there. Or be square, because you won't be around. And I'm currently listening to Testimony by Robbie Robertson. Nice. My mind is currently playing So What by Miles Davis. You guys can't hear it, but I can. I need to run this ad because I mentioned her.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my rock and roll art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yes, my friends, my loves, my duckies. Yes, all who come in here and gather every so often to exchange ideas and accountability, to hold up the sky for the other artists who would be. I thank you all. And I want you all to go out and create, to let yourselves art. And if perchance your friends don't dance and they're no friends of mine, no, if perchance your art happens to be just a touch on the mischievous, just a little bit on the spicier side of life, to all my black cats and black sheep, have fun. And to those of you who aren't actively running amok, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating. Because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. You know I love you, and you should too. And have a wonderful Valentine's Day as well. Toodle!